Okay class, so today we are going to start our next chapter, that is chapter 4, sorting materials into groups. Okay, so the first thing that we observe is the objects around us. We saw that our food and clothes have so much variety in them. Not just food and clothes, there is such a vast variety of objects everywhere. We see around us a chair, a bullock cart, a cycle, cooking utensils, books, clothes, toys, water, stones, and many other objects. All these objects have different shapes, colors, and uses. Look around and identify the objects that are round in shape. Our list may include a rubber ball, a football, and a glass marble. If we include objects that are nearly round, our list could also include objects like apples, oranges, and an earthen pitcher, that is ghada, in which we used to keep water so that ghada can keep our water cool. Now suppose we were looking for objects that are edible. We might include all the items that we have listed here. We might also find some that of those round shaped objects we just listed out are also in this group. Let us say we wish to make a group of objects that are made of plastics, buckets, lunchbox, toys, water containers, pipes, and many such objects may find a place in this group. There are so many ways to group objects. In the above example, we have grouped objects on the basis of their shape or the materials they are made from. All objects around us are made up of one or more materials. These materials may be glass, metal, plastics, wood, cotton, paper, mud, or soil. Okay class, so here is an activity that we will go through now. As you can see here, let us collect as many objects as possible from around us. Each of us could get some everyday objects from home, and we could also collect some objects from the classroom or from outside the school. What we will have in our collection: chalk, pencil, notebook, rubber, duster, a hammer, nail, soap, spoke of wheel, bat, matchbox, salt, potato. We can also list objects that we can think of but cannot bring to the classroom. For example, wall, trees, doors, tractor, road. Now separate all objects from this collection that we have made from paper or wood. This way we have divided all objects into two groups. Now one group has the objects that are made from paper or wood, while the other group has the objects that are not made of these materials. Similarly, we could separate the things that are used for preparing food. Let us be a little more systematic. List all objects collected in the table 4.1. As you can see here, the table. Try to identify the materials that each one is made of. It would be fun to make this a large table, collecting information about as many objects as possible. It may seem difficult to find out the materials out of which some of these objects are made. In such cases, discuss with your friends, teachers, and parents to identify the materials. Okay, so now we will move to our next topic, that is the properties of materials. So here we are going to discuss the first property, that is the appearance. So as you can see in the slide, materials usually look different from each other. Wood look different from iron, iron appears different from copper or aluminium. At the same time, there may be some similarities between iron, copper, and aluminium that are not there in the wood. So some materials that have luster are usually metals. Here class, luster means the shining appearance. That means some material can shine more and some materials shine less. For example, the metals, if you keep them under any light, they will shine more in comparison to a piece of wood. Okay, so these metals like iron, copper, aluminum, and gold are good example of metals that have luster. Some metals often lose their shine and appear dull because of the action of air and moisture on them. We therefore notice the luster only on their freshly cut surface. When you visit an ironsmith or a workshop, look out for a freshly cut surface of metal rod to see if they have luster. Okay class, now we are going to discuss about the next topic, that is hardness. As you can see in the slide, when you press different materials with your hands, some of them may be hard to compress while others can be easily compressed. Take a metal key and try to scratch with it. The surface of a piece of wood, aluminum, a piece of stone, a nail, candle, chalk, any other material or object. You can easily scratch some materials while some cannot be scratched so easily. Material which can be compressed or scratched easily are called soft, while some other materials which are difficult to compress are called hard. For example, cotton or sponge is soft while iron is hard. That's all for today's class. Thank you, class.